Ojas is our next speaker tonight, so I'll give him a second to prepare. And he is a rising senior, passionate about education, research, and entrepreneurship, with experience building novel patent pending concussion helmets and an ed tech startup. And he is our next speaker who's going to talk to you guys tonight.
Yes, it's Ojas, and not Ojas. Just
My bad. Yeah.
yes, I am going to share screen as well. Can everyone see that? So, hello everyone. I'm here today to rethink classrooms, imagining schools for what they need to be tomorrow and not what they were yesterday. So, what do schools look like right now? We're given all of this content and are told to memorize it and are rewarded to perform well on a test and follow instructions. And then after that, the whole classroom moves on to the next topic, regardless of how well each student understood it. Do you see something slightly wrong with this approach? Here's a fun way to think about it. Traditionally, students are not allowed to go to college or are not given a high school diploma if they don't pass certain tests, often math and English based. And if we're using these to determine a student's life, then these skills must be super crucial in order to succeed as an adult, right? Here's the thing. Ask most adults whether they'd be willing to take a test like this with no preparation, and you would see the fear draining in their eyes because they know that these ultra crucial skills that determine a student's career are really actually not all that helpful in the real world, and they've never really needed to come back to them. We are caring about increasingly irrelevant skills in this silly little system, aren't we? Further at LaunchX, we really know the power of mistakes and failures. But are our classrooms structured that way? Not at all. Mistakes and failures are dreaded and unacceptable, and you are punished for them based on your test score, which is all that you're told that really matters. We're setting ourselves up to fail. We're killing our creativity, innovation, curiosity, and willingness to take initiatives without being afraid of failing. And those are the exact skills that are needed to solve today's increasingly complex modern world problems. Let's look at how some institutions are preserving these qualities among students. So MIT's Lifelong Kindergarten Lab firmly believes that in today's ever-changing world, success depends on our ability to think and act creatively. They invented Scratch, our beloved coding platform that teaches kids how to use creativity, problem solving, systematic reasoning, and collaboration to build their own fun projects. And in the process, they learned key principles of how to code. What an incredible example of the project-based learning approach. This is also seen in Khan Academy's founder Sal Khan's own lab school. It's called Khan Lab School, and they're founding on very similar approach of do learn. Kids at Khan Lab School incorporate mixed age learning, which means that you might be in a classroom with kids of all ages, older than you and younger than you. There's mentorship programs for me to kind of gain skill sets that I would never get in a traditional classroom. They allow kids to take control of their own learning. And also mastery-based learning is a key in Khan Lab School classrooms because every student is learning the appropriate math for them and not for anybody else, unlike in traditional classrooms where the whole class is struggling on the same few concepts. At university level, Olin College is a great example of an institution with a similar do-learn model, and it's filled with innovative collaborative projects, replacing traditional testing and lecture-based learning. Compare these to your experience at your high school, and the results would speak for themselves. Passionate for an education that provides students with the tools needed to change the world, I'm working with a few other students and teachers at my high school to bring a new course called Equity Deconstructed. We empower students with the problem-solving mindset needed to find real-world, research-based creative solutions that today's complex world problems demand. Students work together to create their own ventures, research, policy campaigns, and much more. And guess what? This teaches them a lot more about real-world problem solving than any traditional high school classroom would ever do. I firmly believe that every student needs to experience such a model, and it is my dream to bring it to every educational system. I envision access to quality education for every student on this planet by 2050. But first, I would encourage all of you to really ask yourself, what does a quality education look like to you? Let's begin rethinking classrooms and bringing them